Hey everyone, I just wanted to come on here quickly to answer a couple of questions that everybody has. Oh, hello, Father. My dad's on. Hey, Wanda. So I did do a couple of upgrades to a couple of the designs that I made, and I just wanted to show you the differences between the phone stands. I am currently on Instagram and on TikTok, and I have my tablet on TikTok and my phone on Instagram, and they're both holding the brand new, or I guess the devices are on the new holders. So I'll give you a quick little peek here, and I'll see if you can see the difference here. So they are both on the new phone stands. A granny square. I've never made a granny square in my life. But yeah, so the new phone stand and the phone stand mini. And I also do have a code for anybody who's wanting to save 30%. It's only valid until I basically end the live and shut it off. And I also do have a giveaway going on. So if you're wanting to win this yarn spinner, go enter the giveaway. It's live, and I will be announcing it tomorrow night for the winners. So if you wanted to win this, definitely check it out. It's pinned on my Instagram profile. So this is the only defect on this here, where there was a little hole and then I tried to fix it when I should have just left it. But everything else works fantastic. So the yarn spinner, a lot of people are getting confused on the yarn spinners. Not only this one here, so this one also got an upgrade as well. So you can clip on even the tiniest clips for your yarn spinner. So a lot of people were grabbing their yarn spinner and popping it on like this. And it's tight, obviously, because it's brand new. So this is not the way it's meant to be spun. You have to make sure your phone stand doesn't hold your phone. Is it my phone stand? Oh, hey, Erin. It has to go on the lip, if that makes sense. So there's different angles. I'll show that to you guys in 1 second. So this is the way everybody's inserting their yarn spinner, which doesn't make sense. As you can see, the numbers are upside down. You don't do it that way. The reason why it's like this is for shipping and portability. So you pop it in like this, and then you can actually spin it portably, and then you can put it on the base, which has enough room to store like stitch markers and darning needles. So this is a test that I'm doing. So this doesn't fit on this base because I'm making a new base. But basically this here is why you insert it this way and not just pop it on, even though your instincts will be to just pop it on. And same thing with this. And a lot of people are getting confused. And I did things this way for a reason. So, sorry for that terrible sound. This is the multi-yarn spinner, which untangles your yarn as you're going. And it has all the numbers. And the reason being, so a lot of people, once again, are just popping it on like this. And then if you're adding yarn, and then the more you use it, this will become loose, obviously. And then the numbers will mean nothing to you when you have like a skein or a cake of yarn on here. So you are actually supposed to put it in this way. So that way, once again, this is a solid piece now. And then you can lift up your yarn and you can check whether it's your safety eyes or your hook size, your darning needle size, whatever. And then I also have the inches on here as well. It's hard to see because it's white, but it helps you measure your yarn, giving you a gauge. And then I do have this spinner, which has like multiple sizes. I literally just packaged away one of them. So anyways, this is, I've been redoing a lot of my bases, so there's multiple configurations. So I'll give you an example. So this was a misprint. Do I want to throw this in the garbage? Absolutely not. If you want me to throw this in with a couple extra pieces so it makes sense, I will. I keep all my like misprints pushed off to the side. So anyways, this base for the multi-yarn spinner, which is this white one here, these are the same. So the bases are the same, and when you put your when you put your base on here, each individual spinner will actually spin on the center base as well. So it's not just, you know, well, you have to use all 4. You can only just use 2. And then again, each one will sit directly on here. So if you want to have your 4 favorite skeins kind of on your table, then you can definitely do that. And so let's get to the phone stands because I'm really excited about it. And when I tell you, I literally have every single phone stand, recorder device, I have it all. I have the back of your phone stand, which I love this one, by the way. It's by Moft, and it's also a wallet. So that's great, but it just doesn't cut it for like a good angle. It doesn't do well for photography when you're taking product photos. And that's why I designed the original stand, which I have right here. So I'll go over this one really quick. So it does have different angles here, obviously, and you're able to position it whichever way you want, whichever angle. So you want this ledge here to sit on whichever angle you're wanting. This is a 90-degree angle, and then this one is for like your tablet. And I started designing the 2.0 because my kids actually use my tablet and they use the stand. So I wanted something that would hold up to like the kids and work out great. So I mean, this one does do the job, but you know, kids, when they're like really rough with things, I wanted something sturdy. So this stand, I still do love it. It is great for pictures and everything like that. But once, I don't know, I might discontinue it just because the difference between the 2.0 and this one is, it's crazy. As far as the capabilities. So this is the 2.0, and it has extra notches at the bottom for different angles specifically for the tablet. Yes. A lot of people have my things upside down, and I really need to make like proper videos to show exactly what they're for. So the 2.0 has an actual lip, and the reason why I did this is because I give my 2-year-old my tablet. I cannot tell you how many times he's grabbed my tablet and just flipped it over. I love the purple too. I do have a slightly darker purple that I'm gonna be printing with for the next couple of orders. So anyways, the reason why there's 2 slots here is to give you different angles. So each angle, obviously there's a lot of them on here, and there's more than what you just see. And does this not really remind you of a man with a big nose and a big belly? Not intentional. But I also think it's like super cool. So you do have different angles, and then this is a tablet angle, this is a tablet angle, and so there's so many different angles and options that you're able to use. So I'll give you an example. So this one here is great for your phone, and I'll just show you the difference between the phone and the tablet positioning. So this is for your phone, which is great just to have taking pictures, what have you. And then if you're wanting a slightly lower angle, you drop it down to the tablet side and it almost goes all the way down. This is brand new off the printer, so it's tight still. And then it just drops it down a little bit lower. And then you have the selfie angles, which I'm using right now. So those selfie angles are, there's one that's slightly lower down. Things for the phone, which give you more of a straight up angle. It really depends on how high up your camera is. But these ones are my favorite, and this is almost 90 degrees, but it's not quite 90 degrees, so you still can hold your phone up there. I wouldn't suggest holding your tablet up there because it is quite high. I mean, you can, as long as you're not touching it. And then again, the tablet options. So basically you're putting it in here once it's on the desk, and then there's different angles, so you can bring it all the way down here, and then you can flip it over. And did I just do the exact same thing? No, I didn't. And then, so there's a lip here, which will actually hold the tablet in place. And then again, you do have the option to drop it even lower if you're wanting to type on your tablet. If you have a small laptop, then I mean, this will work, but it works with like the iPad Pro. So there are definitely a lot of options with this. But I want to know from you guys, do you have any questions about the spinners? And I did have questions about colors as well. So those are the differences as far as the phone stand goes. And then, sorry, let's go over the mini phone stand, because I designed this so it's literally easy, and it's like in the shape of a thumbs up. My husband pointed that one out. So anyways, this is the mini phone stand, and it's great because you can actually have your phone horizontally with these little lips here, which gives you these options of basically viewing if you're not wanting your phone like right on the I guess the table or wherever you're tilting your phone up. It's great for the kitchen. My son uses it. And then again, it does have an angled version as well. So you can take the POV videos in the 0.5. And if you're wanting to like film yourself, film your hands, show your content, whatever you want, it does work awesome in the 0.5 version. And I made this super cheap. It's like less than $10 with the sale that I have going, which again, it's live June sale, and it's only valid until the end of the video. So yeah, this one has multiple angles, and then the top ones are for your POV, or not your POV, just watching or streaming. You can do a POV, it's just a little low, and that's why I like the full size. Even though it is big, it's like portable, so it's not really that big. I have two going on my desk right now, as I said. So yeah, this is the mini. I honestly love it. I'll just give you an example. If you're doing horizontal, it has a little notch in there, so it's great for like watching shows when you're cooking, instead of just putting your phone on the back of the you know, the tile behind. Backsplash, that's the word. So yeah, I made these and I'm obsessed. And I've also made I've made so many different things. It's insane, absolutely insane. I have the quad yarn spinner, I have the horizontal yarn spinner, and then I have, oh, there it is. Oh, it's coming to me in pieces. Did I mention everything is drop proof? Like, I literally drop everything, and my kids drop it all, and they play with everything, so they all are in good quality. I had somebody ask me today about my J darning needles. So before we go into that, these are the J darning needles. I have big hands, as you can see, and my grandmother used to sew. And I remember as a little girl, I could not stand, and my grandmother would like lick the, I am looking for affiliates, by the way. I just put together an affiliate program, so I don't care who you are. If you're wanting to make 10% off of any sales that you promote, yeah, let me know. I'll send you the link. You can sign up. And yeah, I'm not doing this. You have to have any sort of criteria. If you want to promote the tools that you love, then and make a commission or a kickback off of it, by all means. So yeah, the J darning needle. My grandmother used to lick her, oh my gosh, it's not yarn. It's been a long day, guys. I have 4 kids. Remember that. 4 boys, 7 to 2. So anyways, the thread, she used to lick it and then like stick it through. And I like, as a little girl, I'm sitting there like really trying. And then even with like finishing your projects, it was just such a pain to do that. And I'm like, why has nobody ever invented this? And I did have somebody asking about like the quality, and I'm like, it's really good quality. Like, unless you're wanting to like snap it, it's not gonna snap. I prefer that you try the product before you promote it. That's the way I've always been. I would never promote something unless I try it. But again, I do have the 30% off right now. So the J darning needle is like, it's not magic. It's literally, you put it through and you're good to go. It's not magic. And I had somebody ask me, how does this not get caught on your projects as you're like pulling it through? So I'm gonna give you a close-up to see how and why this little lip here prevents it from getting caught. And so, yeah, it's my favorite, like hands down, my favorite thing that I've designed. And I like redid this design so many times. Again, this is good for like a 4 to 4.5. The sale is for basically anything off of my website. It's linked in my bio, or ruthlessdynamics.com. So it's like yarn spinners. I have a whole bunch. And then, yeah, tools like this. And this is my horizontal yarn spinner, missing the base, it fell on the floor. And this is my portable yarn spinner right next to it. So the horizontal yarn spinner spins 2 separate cakes individually, or 1 long skein. I do have new tubes that I designed that they basically click together so the skein will roll very smoothly. And then this is the portable, I'm just gonna take it apart to show you. I should just break the yarn because I don't want them together, because I do hang them on my desk. So this is the portable yarn spinner, and I'll explain to you why I have a giant tube in the middle here and why it works. So I sent out a couple of these to influencers to test out and give me their feedback. And I did have one of them say, well, the long skeins are getting caught because when you're unwinding your yarn, all of the yarn tends to get caught here. So I designed a tube that looks like this, and it comes apart. So you can either spin 2 cakes separately, or you can put it together and spin a skein, and it's like butter smooth. So there's never any issues. And although I do love this design, you still do get the snags every so often. So with the horizontal spinners, you don't get that. And it's obviously simple, very simple to put them back in. And then the pocket yarn spinner is this. It fits pretty small. To fit anywhere, and it does have sizers on it as well. So it has inches on this side and centimeters on this side, with sizers from 2 millimeters to 14 millimeters. And it does have a hole in the center, so that way if you're wanting to stack these and actually hang them on your wall, you can. I wanted to design something and kind of have it like all color coordinated, or maybe like a rainbow, and have multiple of them up against the wall. The mini phone stand, it is on my site. It might be just under the standard phone. I'll have to take a look at that. I'll keep the sale on a little bit longer. And so yeah, this pops on and you're ready to go. And imagine hanging them. And I didn't create anything separate or anything extra, your own stand. And I didn't just stop there. I was like, okay, so if I have this, how am I gonna hang it? So I have it's called the Universal Yarn Clamp. And so it's actually a yarn redirect. So there's 3 holes plus a little redirect here. And the reason why I made a little indent here is because if you're using this yarn spinner like this, and you want to hang this on your pants, your purse, your car visor, you can do that. So, and then you just tighten it up and hang it wherever you want. I have all of my stuff hanging up in front. I took it down so I can put my phones here, but I usually do have my yarn hanging up with these clamps. They're fantastic. Out, please, right now. Out, please. So, yes, that's my 7-year-old who I've had to tell him twice now. He's gonna get in trouble. Anyways, so yes, this is the universal yarn clamp, and then again, it also redirects all of your yarn. So you can place it on a table. This is like a giant wooden block, but I'll give you an example here. You can place this on a table, and it's actually pretty sturdy as far as the like the strength of it. I've tested it out everywhere. I don't want to ruin this part. And then yeah, you redirect your yarn here. So if you want to put this at the end of your, yes, no problem, Wanda, I'll do that for sure. So if you wanted to put this at the end of your desk and have your yarn spinner there, and you want your yarn here, or you're sitting at a coffee table and you're wanting your yarn off the floor, you can do that. And yeah, the possibilities are like awesome with this. You can also attach this to the, here's another base here, the horizontal yarn spinner that I have, the blue one. This is designed specifically for that. So I use one, but you can use 2. And this actually sits right inside. And you can clip this onto a shelf or a table. You can have it underneath your desk, and you could be spinning your yarn from there. So you don't have to have anything on your desk. So that's why I originally designed this. And then the pockets yarn spinner. And then I have the leashes as well, the yarn leashes. So this, I always say use 2 for like blanket yarn. But once you have this, and then I have something else I designed. These are the leash rings. And what are these for? These are for the spinners. So you can actually use your horizontal yarn leash, and you're probably like, well, why would I need one of these for my horizontal yarn spinner if I'm just using that? If you are a center pull person and you want to center pull, you literally wrap this around, and then you can hang your yarn from anywhere. You can do it on the horizontal yarn spinner. You can actually attach, I'll just show you here. You can actually attach this to this, and literally you can hang your yarn and center pull from anywhere. And it's the most compact tool that I have. So you obviously take off the base, and then you can attach it to here. I mean, you can, depending on how wide your base is, but I attach it to the top. I thought I had one set up, my apologies. But you put it in here, and then you twist everything back on, and then you can hang this wherever you want your yarn, wherever you want. And then it's great because obviously you can tighten it. So the more of your center pull that you pull out, the more, or the tighter this can go. So you don't have yarn everywhere. So yeah, that's what I've designed this past week. I do have, oh, it gets better. I do have one other thing, which I kid you not, I use it for, I'm using it right now. I have purchased I'm going to do a reel about this, but I purchased like $100 photography stand. I saw some that were like $1,000 for a photography stand. Who needs to spend that money and to have whatever you want? But you just need like a good basis. So poster board, Bristol board, what do you guys, cardstock, literally cardstock. You pop this in, and sorry, give me a second here. Wrong side. My kids have ruined all of my paper. But you basically slide this in here, and you can change your background of like any picture that you want. We already busted a hole. And you can take pictures. Obviously I use like the kids' Bristol board or poster board for this, but imagine changing from, I have like a bright yellow to a pink to a blue to a black, and colors with your product on it really change what it is. So if you have something white, a really high contrast color would make it pop. Great for social media to like really show off your work, because everybody sees like white and beige. But like if you see something that's like bright red, it'll catch your eyes. So yeah, instead of spending $100 or what is it, $1,000 for the ones that you move around, you can literally move the Bristol board. I'm gonna show you because it's this ridiculous. And I think it's with the 30% off, what is it, $7? And I don't know if you saw that, but I'm wearing pajama pants, okay? Don't come at me. So yeah, like look, do you see? And yes, kids, handprints, the day I bought it. So yeah, everything is kid tested and kid proof. And I do have one that is, I just designed it because I was like, maybe if I wanted a straight edge or do two separate pictures, like one, like a background and one base. So I did redesign this to have a base at the bottom as well. So yes, that's what I've been doing forever, just designing. And I was like obsessed with crochet for such a long time, and then it's been so hard to like sit down and crochet and count my stitches with my kids constantly, just, and then at the end of the day I was like, I can't even count because I've been working, where this is like I can design and then come back to it, design and then come back to it. And it's really cool. And I know like a lot of my followers, I may be annoying some of them because I'm constantly like posting my stuff and promoting my stuff. But I look at it like, if you're promoting your plushies, and that's why I started my account, was to not promote, but to show off what I made. Because not everybody likes crochet. So yeah, I designed a crochet account to show what I was making. And then from there, I started designing patterns, and yeah, I came into this idea. And I mean, as you know, I work for a lot of brands, crochet companies, and I was like, my husband actually said, well, why don't you do stuff on your own? And I was like, well, I don't know. And he's like, oh, you can do it, no problem. You can do anything. And so I have that mindset of, I believe I can do anything and I won't quit until I do it. So I've designed these things, and yeah, I have a lot more in my brain. I actually did design something very cool, and I'm not yet ready to release it, but I really want to show you guys because I'm really excited about it. So, okay, I don't have the other one. I do, okay. So, as I said, I have big hands, so I wanted to design crochet handles. And it's not just like a regular crochet handle. Like this one's great, fine, it's 18 millimeters wide. This is like the fatty, and I love it. It's so comfortable in my hand. It literally feels like I'm not holding anything, and it's super lightweight. As you can see, it's white at the bottom. And did you see that? There's a little hole. So the reason I haven't released it yet is because I want this to, I haven't figured it out yet, but I will. So if anybody has any ideas, let me know. I want you to be able to store a darning needle inside. So there's no longer, oh my gosh, I lost my darning needle. No, I'm excited about. And not only that, yes, it stands and it has a hole so you can put it around your wrist and you won't lose your crochet hook. Okay, so let me know. Do you think this is worth it? Or should I just go and release the hook? Because Again, they can only be used with either one size hook, but they would be, so this is very similar to like the Furls design. It's a little thicker. Obviously it has the hole and it has the flared base. It's super light. I'm gonna print it in carbon fiber, so it's like strong. I mean, you're not gonna break this either way, but there is a little bit of a bend to it. It really depends on how hard your tension is. But with carbon fiber, it would be very, very strong. I'm just wondering, what do you guys think? Should I do the just the handles, or should I do the full crochet hook? And should I worry about the insert here for a darning needle? I mean, it would work technically with this if you just took out your crochet hook, but I really want you to like glue in your crochet hook here. So yeah, I'm just really trying to figure it out. I don't have I mean, I love it. I just want people to try it, and I don't want it to be a failure, because this is the original reason why I got into 3D printing in the first place, because I was like, I want a crochet hook. Yeah, I want a crochet hook that fits my hand, because when you're holding your hands, people get like hand cramps because you're squeezing, right? If you're like this, you're not squeezing. It's so natural, it's not even funny. So yeah, this is what, I don't know when I'm gonna release it. I really have to think about it. I do have a couple ideas of like the storage thing, but they would be like a fraction of the cost. So instead of like the $39 hooks, I think I could get them down to like under $10, maybe even like $7. I just have to figure out how much filament, because carbon fiber is expensive, and it takes a long time to obviously do that. So yeah, that's what I've been up to while homeschooling 7-year-olds and getting one of my 6-year-olds off to school and having 2 other ones at home. But it's been amazing. The support has been like incredible so far. I have nothing bad to say other than people like going, oh, this isn't working. And I'm like, because you don't have it on properly. It doesn't go this way. Honey. There's a reason the numbers are on the bottom. You see what I'm saying? But that's my fault, because I didn't do that. So again, I'm going to recap all this. I do have a sale going on right now. You can use code Live June Sale, and I also have, that's for 30% off. And then I also have the multi-yarn spinner. And if you don't know, you put your yarn in here and it literally untangles your yarn for you between color changes. So you just spin the opposite way your yarn was tangled and it unspins the color change. So this I'm really excited about, and like, look how smooth. My son's obsessed. He comes in here and just smacks it. So yeah, it needs to go. It needs a home. So the giveaway is pinned on my post on Instagram. So yeah, go in and enter, because I'm announcing it tomorrow. And yeah, comment what you want me to give away next, because there's so much stuff. So much stuff. Oh, one more thing before I go. I have pink, blue, black, white, and purple. I am wondering, what do you guys think about yellow? Is yellow a color that people like? I've only made one thing out of the yellow. I love it, but I don't know if anybody else will. So what do you guys think? Should I do a yellow? Oh, and by the way, if you order something and you're wanting a specific color, if your order is over $100, I will buy you your own skein, or not your own skein, oh my gosh. Your, like, the whole roll of filament with whatever color you're wanting. But if I do have the color on hand, so I just had a customer order a teal phone stand, so I will do that. My phone stand is like a forest green, which I did for a customer, but it was a storage box. So I also have storage boxes to hold. It's up there, I'm not grabbing it right now. And then I also have orange. What do we think about orange? Is this too like Halloween? I just bought this because it is matches my son's dirt bike, and I'm thinking of like making stuff for his dirt bike. So I just don't know. Anyways, and then I also got a really pretty color for myself, and that's why I'm still on here to show you. It is like a, you can see it. It doesn't pick it up so well, but it's like a bronze. And I was thinking, my mom has this color in her kitchen, which I'm not really a fan of, but I'm thinking I can make her like a fruit bowl or something. I think that would be cool. Her birthday's coming up in August, and she is never on Instagram Live, so I don't think she'll see it. Oh, hey, how's it going? I'm almost finished up here. And Teresa, she's purchased from me. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So yeah, I don't know what I should make her, but her birthday's in August, and this matches her kitchen, so I don't know what I should make her. She doesn't really, I mean, she has fruit in a bowl, but knowing her, like, she's a clean freak. She'll end up washing it until it destroys. But I mean, it is waterproof technically, but still, I don't know. I don't think PLA. No, PLA is. It's definitely not, because it's not heat resistant. Oh my goodness! Do not stick your stuff in the dishwasher or the microwave, or don't leave it outside because it's plastic. It'll melt. Thank you so much. So yeah, this here. Give me your ideas. Let me know. I'm going to save this video, so if anybody wanted to rewatch it, and it'll answer a lot of questions that people have and go over things. I do have these also. Oh my gosh, I have an end of the roll pink, and I'm not wasting this. I'm going to use it. So this is a phone stand. My phone, it's saying that I'm going to sleep. And I'm running low on business cards. So this here actually has an NFC tag in here. So if you're going to markets, or you have any business for that matter, and somebody comes in and you just don't want to give them business cards, you get them to tap this, and your website or your Instagram handle or what have you will pop up. And again, I do have one that is reversed, so the cards are on the back if you're wanting that. Or this is great as well. And it's pretty sturdy, so if you like tap it, it's not falling over. I mean, if you tap it hard, but you don't even need to tap it, just bring your phone close. And I also have the key tags for kids, which I put in my kids' backpacks, so they're never gonna remember my phone number for another couple of years. So if they ever get lost, God forbid, or the teacher wants my phone, anyways, it's just a safety precaution. They give the person the tag, it says tap me, they tap their phone, and then they can call me right away. So yes, anyways, thank you guys for joining. I hope you learned something, and if you have any suggestions or tips or anything, please let me know, and I am ready to go to sleep. So anyways, have a good night, guys. Love you. Bye.